Welcome everybody. It's good to see you here. I hope you're having another good week this week. I don't know about you, I must admit I've been missing the sun outside. Now, what happens to you if you're out in the sun for a bit too long? You've got to be careful when you're out there, especially if, like me, your skin is quite fair. You need to put a bit of sunscreen on to make sure that your skin is protected. Now, for me, if I'm out in the sun a bit too long, I tend to go a bit red. Sometimes my skin peels a bit and I get really freckly. That's what happens to my skin. Now, some people, their skin reacts in a different way. And I remember when I was at school, some of my friends, there was one boy who was from India and another boy who was from Pakistan. And I was so jealous of the beautiful color of their skin, which was a lot darker than my skin. And it's amazing. It's just because of a different pigment. It's a pigment that's in our skin, and we all have different levels of that pigment, which makes our skin different colors. Just on the surface, underneath, we're all just the same. Now, you might have seen over the last week or so that there's been a lot of news going on at the moment and some really difficult things that have been happening, particularly something that happened in America a few weeks ago. I was down at Duthie Park during the week, and I was looking at one of the railings that's just along on Riverside Drive, and there are lots and lots of posters on that railing that people have put up. And one of the messages on the posters is the message, Black Lives Matter. And I wonder if you've heard that before. It's something that's been going around for quite a few years now. Black Lives Matter. And it's a really important message. Sadly, in some parts of the world, people, depending just on the color of their skin, are treated differently to other people. And that's wrong and that's silly. I'm reminded it's number 2 of the articles for the Convention on the Rights of the Child, which says that every child these rights apply to. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, what religion you have, what language you speak, whether you're good at football or good at music, whatever it is, none of that matters. We are all just the same and should be treated in just the same way, that we respect one another. When we say Black Lives Matter, it's a reminder of just that we need to make sure that those who have black skin are treated just the same as everyone else, even when some people don't do that. And if you see that happening, to say, I'm not sure, that's not right, I'm not going to do that myself. I'm reminded of a story. It was a long time ago. An important man was talking with Jesus. And he asked Jesus, what's the most important thing that I should do? And Jesus said, I think you probably already know. And the man thought a minute and said, okay, I should love God. And Jesus said, yes. And he thought a bit more. And I should love my neighbor as myself. And Jesus said, yes, you've got it. That's spot on. And then the man said, but who is my neighbor? And so Jesus then thought for a minute and said, well, I'll answer that by telling you a story. And he told the story of a man who was on a journey. And he was on a road that was going through some hills. It's quite a rocky road, this one. And while he was going along this road, some thieves jumped out and beat him up and stole everything that he had. And they left him on the side of the road. Now, he was injured and he was hurting on the side of the road. He couldn't get up on his own. And a priest came by and looked at him on the side of the road and thought, I've got other things I need to do, and he's all a bit covered in blood, so I don't want to go near to him. And so he rushed on by. And then another man came by. He was a Levite, he was called. He was quite an important person too. And he took one look at him and thought, no, I can't go near him. And he rushed on by on the other side of the road. And then another man came along with his donkey, and he was from Samaria. He was a Samaritan. And the man that had been injured was a Jewish man. And the Jews and the Samaritans didn't always get on very well. Now, they probably looked quite similar in some ways, but maybe a bit like if you're a supporter of the Aberdeen football team or the Rangers football team, you kind of get a bit of, I don't like you very much. Maybe it was a bit like that. So you'd expected the Samaritan to take one look and say, I'm not going to help him out. But that's not what happened. The Samaritan went over and picked up the man, put him on the back of his donkey, and then took him to an inn, to a house where he could be helped. And he paid the man, the innkeeper, some money and said, look, you look after him, and when I come back, if there's more that I owe to look after him, then that's no problem. I'll pay it. The good Samaritan, he helped the man on the road. And after Jesus told this story, he said, so who do you think was the good neighbor? And the man who'd been thinking about it and asking the question said, it was the Samaritan. And that's right. The one who looks out for the other person. And that's really what's happening at the moment when people are putting up signs and are marching and making up, while they're making their voices heard, what they're trying to do is to help each other and to help our brothers and sisters wherever they are in the world to be treated the same way as everyone else, because that's what friends do. The song we're going to sing today is called That's What a Friend Is, and it's another Fischy music song. And there are some actions that go along with this song as usual. Now, this week, I have done something to my shoulder, so I can't reach up with this hand. But you can, so you can do that instead. And when we get to the chorus bit of this song, there's a bit that goes, that's what a friend is. And then, way-o, la 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 la. And for that bit, for the way-o, if you reach up, way-o, la 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 la, just like that. Way-o, la 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 la. Okay. And then for that's what a friend is, you need a bit of space around you because you're going to do a bit of jumping for this one. And it's going to go, when it goes for that's what a friend is, you're going to jump to one side. That's what a friend is. And then to the other side. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is for. Okay. And then you're on to way-o. And then for the rest of it, there'll be a few actions, but we'll do that as a kind of echo. And so you can follow on with me for those. Let's try it. That's what a friend is. Someone to play with,
someone to play with,
someone to stay with,
someone to stay with,
someone to walk with,
someone to walk with,
someone to talk with.
someone to talk with.
That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is for. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is for. La 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 la. La 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 la. Someone to laugh with,
Someone to laugh with,
someone to cry with,
someone to cry with,
someone to fall out with,
someone to fall out with,
someone to make up with.
someone to make up with.
That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is for. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is for. La 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 la. La 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 la.
That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is for. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is for.
That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is for. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is for. Whew. Well done. And I'll see you next week. Bye.